What's going on, guys? Cubeologist here, and as you can see today, we've got a pretty exciting set of puzzles here. As you guys are probably aware, these are the Galaxy Megaminxes, the new Megaminxes from X-Man Design, or Mofengi. I'm not really sure who the head company is, but either way, these are really exciting, and let's get into this. I've got all of the types here, so I've got a couple in stickerless, a black plastic, and a white plastic. And I know that nobody cares about the box, but this box is actually pretty sweet. But even the best boxes are boring, so we won't go into that much. Let's take a look at these puzzles. So the first puzzle we're going to take a look at is just the regular Megaminx. It has the Diane sticker scheme, as you can see, which is pretty handy. And this is just the flat version, so this is, in my opinion, the least exciting one. But the internals are still the same as the other Megaminxes. I just don't think that a flat Megaminx is where many people want to go. The people that use flat Megaminxes now, I think, are just using modded Changshaos because they feel the best. But with this new puzzle, that is going to be a thing of the past, I think, at least. So let's move on from this one, and I'll show you something a little bit more exciting. So if you guys aren't familiar, they actually came out with a concave version, and you can see right up here that it actually goes in. If you're not familiar, concave is when it goes in like that, like a cave. Convex is when it's rounded, when it goes out. So that's the difference between the two. Now, something about this puzzle that kind of surprised me is the amount of concavity. I thought it would be a little bit more pronounced and it would kind of act as a ridge, but it kind of hurts performance, in my personal opinion. Every time I'm turning this puzzle, I find it hard to grip. And with some of the other versions, I really don't think that's the case. But I want this to be a pretty quick video, so I'm just showing these off. And these puzzles need to be tensioned, I'm assuming, because corner cutting isn't the best. It isn't horrible, but line to line takes some effort. And this one just feels lockier for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I'm still interested to set it up and do a full review. So now moving on, we have the convex version. Now, in my opinion, this is the Yoo-Hoo version. That's what it reminds me of, the Yoo-Hoo Megaminx. And it's called the convex version, but it's not really convex, just each of the pieces have little bumps on them like that, which is interesting. But the stickerless shades are pretty good. The white and the cream really aren't that similar. There really isn't anything that looks similar to me, but I don't really have any color issues other than red and orange, and they are on opposite sides, so that won't be an issue. And the turning on this is okay. It's pretty smooth out of the box, and none of these have had many solves on them except for the one I'm getting ready to show you, and that is the sculpted version. Now, when I first saw this, I assumed it was called the ridged version, but I'm guessing that X-Man wanted to get away from the name ridged because Diane uses that. But this puzzle, in my opinion, is the best performing one. This was the favorite in the office when we got him in at the cubicle, and it still remains to be my favorite. The caps that they put on these puzzles actually make them feel a little bit bigger, and this one performed better out of the box than any of the other ones. And like I said, I really like the color scheme, and if I had to recommend one out of the box, it would definitely be the sculpted version. The movement on this puzzle just flows so nicely, and I don't even do Megaminx, and this one just turns supremely well for me. I would definitely recommend this one. And there's going to be a video coming out by somebody a lot quicker than me on this puzzle specifically very soon, so keep an eye out for that. I will even link it down in the description when that happens. So what they do is they start with a base Megaminx, and then they add caps to each of the versions. So some of the caps give you the sculpted design, the concave, or just the flat caps for this version. And let me show you what I'm talking about. That green and yellow look pretty similar in this lighting, but when you're just staring at it off camera, it doesn't at all. But for that reason, you can see that all of the pieces are exactly the same on the internals, and all the performance differences that I'm actually seeing are just in my head or maybe in my turning style. So that's what's good about these puzzles, you know that they're all the same. But I wanted this just to be a quick overview video to show you the different versions of the Megaminxes. If you want to pick these up, they should be available really soon at the Cubicle. They're all ready for pre-order right now, but they might actually already have them in. Check out the description if you want to pick any of these up. I would recommend the sculpted personally. Check it out for sure. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and you'll hear from me really soon. Later, guys.